sure that the auto drive is off, right here on this pendant control, press the toggle to stop and the horn stops. Then when you're ready to operate the machine, this needs to be off of stop. Pendant control. These are for your chutes, left and right, controlled independently. This is the front of the hopper to open it up, also to get access to the engine compartment. This toggle is for steering when you're in the automatic mode. Horn, obviously, and a stop button. And then you also have emergency stop button, as well as emergency stop button here on the right, as well as one on the left side. Control panel switches, board angle. There's a left and a right board angle. Temperature gauge. You got your oil lights, glow plug light, battery lights. Lights are for the lights on the machine. Slow and fast. Slow is your operating speed. As long as the machine is empty, you can put it on fast mode. Operation, and when the machine is loaded, is always slow. Board up, just as it says, this button will raise the rear finishing structure up off the ground. Auto on, auto off. This is the automatic drive. Think of it as like cruise control. When you position the machine to start screeding and the rear platform is raised, before you lower the board, you must adjust the board angle. This will change the angle of the board. And then we have a built-in indicator on both the left and right side. The division between red and black is 0, and we're going to adjust it to about between 1 and 3 centimeters below the 0 point. Your operator menu to select your sensor. Without the laser, your two choices are the sonic sensors or the slope control. Press both of those simultaneously, and then what it's going to give you is SS and then a symbol. We're going to see SS, that's sensor selection. Sensor selection, this symbol, that upside down U, that symbol is the sonic sensor. Or this side of the machine, I'm on the right hand side. Sensor selection, the symbol for the sonic ski. This side of the machine is being controlled by the sonic ski. I can change that. SLO, that's slope sensor. The slope sensor is essentially a digital level. It's mounted in the center of the machine. Right now, the angle of this board is 3.46% slope down to the right. Again, change it here. Sensor selection. I'm going to change it back to the sonic sensor. Reading off of a string line, you need to set the controller into string line mode. That's done by pressing the up and down arrows at the same time. This lamp will light when it's in string line mode. String line mode. I'm going to move my sensor off of the string line. So the arrow button here is telling you that as you're moving the machine, your sensor is coming off of the string line. You need to move the sonic ski back out to center it over the string line. You can do that by trying to turn the machine, but that's hard to do, and you can easily just slide that in and out to keep the sensor centered on the string line. I just push the sensor out to the right. The arrow that's lit is the arrow pointing to the left. It's telling me that I need to move the sensor to the left to get it centered. When the light goes out, it's centered. So I'm going to take it out of string line mode, press both arrow buttons together. The lamp is out, you're out of string line mode. When you change to read off of the ground or off of the base or off of the previous screed, press the up and down arrow buttons simultaneously. It's out of string line mode. So the lamp is not lit. Now you're reading off of the ground, the curb, base, or whatever, but not a string line. The sonic sensor for string line mode, the sonic sensor would be positioned across the string line this way. Your distance from the string line to the sensor, about 14 inches. For ground operation, ground mode, or reading off of a curb sensor, would be rotated this direction. So this is ground mode, string line mode. The 14-inch dimension, that applies to both the string line and the ground. So if you're reading off of the ground, the distance to the sensor from the ground would also be 14 inches, plus or minus 2 inches. Before you put the controls in automatic, you always zero out the control. So the number that's represented up here is irrelevant. What I want to do is I want to set my start point at 0. Press and hold the arrow button. It goes to 0. Always do that at the beginning of every run. Zero out your control. Sensor selection, I've changed to slope control. At the start of my run, if I'm in slope control, I still want to zero that. So I'm going to press and hold the arrow button. The difference is that it will not go to 0. It will still read what the true grade is, but you have to remember to set this. You must do this. Press and hold. It says set, and then you can release. Very important. Sensor is the sonic sensor. That's good. That's what I want. I'm going to read off of a string line. So I'm going to put it into string line mode. I'm in string line mode. We're ready to start screeding. Everything else is set up. I need to zero it out. Press and hold the arrow button. Zeroed. This is the automatic mode. Automatic mode is indicated by the lamp. Take it out of automatic mode. Press this button. I want to change this control to slope control. This is the arrow button and the automatic button. Press simultaneously. Sensor selection. SLO is slope. So before we begin screeding, we need to set that point by pressing and holding the arrow button. It won't go to zero, but you still have to set it. It says set. Now before screeding, if we wanted to hold that, we need to put the machine in automatic. This is the automatic button. Press it one time. Automatic is indicated. Just like for reading string line or ground, the lamp on the left here is lit. The straight bar across the top. To take it out of automatic, press the automatic button. Whether you're in automatic or not, the up and down arrows will move your set point. So you can always manually override the machine. And to do that, use these up and down buttons. They will incrementally raise or lower the finishing board.